Supernatural Friday. Okay, since no one is a prophet in his homeland, as Jesus said, then we will try to have this series of Supernatural Friday in English. Okay, the English may not be perfect, but the stories of what God did are perfect, so just have to deal with it. Anyway, this thing that I'm about to tell you happened like 10 years ago. 10, 11, 12, something like that. And I was at a jazz concert on Thursday in the city, so you had to end by 10 because of the disturbance, things. So the concert ended and I wanted to go home, and there was this guy that kept looking at me during the concert. I'm like, okay, whatever, there's nothing new. I don't know what it is, but even though I'm hideous or just like with greasy hair or whatever, just people stare at me sometimes, a lot of times, and yeah, then I'm sweating and I want to go quickly home. But whatever. So the concert ended and I wanted to go home, which was not far away from my home. So I wanted to walk. It was 10 o'clock in the evening. It was Thursday. And as I walked home, like 2 minutes after I left the venue, this guy that kept staring at me chased me down the street and shouted at me like, hey, I need to talk to you. Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay, hello. He was like, if you can imagine devil's advocate, that's how he looked. First of all, he was English or from Canada, I don't know. He was from America or Canada. He was very sleek, polished. He had this suit, which no one in the jazz area wears, like this properly cut suit. And he had this pinky like ring on a pinky finger, and his hair was very like done, and he even had this pocket watch like people would wear in, I don't know, 1912 or something. And I was like, yeah, hello, hi, yeah, I saw you, blah blah blah. And he was like, I had to tell you that we know each other from past lives and we are soulmates and stuff like that. Also, he was like 50 and I was 22 or something like that. And I was like, yeah, maybe, who knows, whatever. I should have been like, I don't believe in past lives or whatever, but I didn't want him to sense that I was kind of scared, sort of scared. So I stayed, but I was moving very slowly to the pedestrian crossing, but he was moving with me, and there was no one anywhere near us. Only one homeless guy that was so drunk that he was running up and down the road. Like, I'm like, great, this is all I need. My dogs are just chasing a rabbit. Great, poor rabbit. Bella, Sarah, nechajte! Or do whatever. This is finished, I think. Wait.